Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77 and this is FoolCraft 3. We're back. This is episode 10. And I just got back on after a long break, as you may know, and I saw an ocelot and then I looked at my chickens, they're all gone. They got in there. We'll have to fix that maybe a little bit later. So, yes, I am back. There was a long delay there between this video and the previous one, and that's because I was out of the country. Pause Player 10 and I decided to go to Canada. We drove up to Niagara Falls, and then when we were at the falls, we spent the day there doing some tours and seeing some things, and that was really, really cool. A lot of fun. And then we drove on from there up to Toronto, and there is an amusement park called Canada's Wonderland, and we spent a day and a half there at Canada's Wonderland, riding coasters, seeing new rides, talking to the people there. Such nice people up there in Canada and the Toronto. We had a lot of fun. And we just got back recently and took a little break and unpacked and stuff. And so now I'm starting to record the video. Here we are. Isn't that great? So I know that some pranking has been done again. So let's go look at it before we get into what we're going to work on today. DSA girl put up all these, I don't know what they are. They're like glowy lamps that look like witches' hats. And there are a lot of them, and they're going to go bye-bye. Apparently they're one stick at a time. Anyway, here we go. So she did that, and we'll come back to that and get that in a second. And then in my tunnel, yeah, looks like Chinese New Year in here. So yeah, that's kind of a pain. Now, during a stream, I believe, we made this extra tunnel here, and we're going to be using this in a little bit. But just kind of specking out where we want the tunnel to be. I didn't decorate it, just kind of laying it out a little bit for the future plans for the base. So let me get all this cleaned up, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do for today. The plan for today is I want to start to relocate the power system, the power generation system, and capacity system, all of this, basically, into the new part of the base. Give it an actual proper home. So what I'm thinking about doing, if you walk this way, go by the elevator that we created, which is working fantastic. Over here, I want to put like, see, I figured that this tunnel will go on this way, so I want to put a room right here. Maybe we can surround it by glass and some things that will show us like this power system. Okay, so that is the plan for that. One thing I forgot to show you though, and I'll show you this now. I also added sound effects to the door. Let me go up there and you'll hear it. Basically, each of these has a little beep sound when you get to the level. There it is, and we go back down. Works out pretty well. It makes a sound. And here we go. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to dig this out, get this looking a little bit better, and then we're going to start to build in this new power station. I'm going to make a 13 by 13 room, so I dug in 6 and then one more 7. That's the midpoint. And I went in 7, and I want to make them clear the floor. So we're going to use these meat creeps. Here we go. Going to again go in here. Flatten area, 13.
Ooh,
there he goes. Oh, keep going, buddy. Move out of the way. There we go.
I'm Mr. Meat Creeps. Look at me. Yes, sirree.
See, we're doing it.
Ew, I'm Mr. Meat Creeps. Look at me.
They're funny. Anyway, they'll clear out the space for us. We'll be done in a minute, and then we can start to make it look the way we want. The floor is in. I'm using laboratory blocks with the large tile chisel, and I'm using these blue lamps. Blue lamps are pretty easy to make. You just take your stained glass and you put a torch in it, and it becomes a lamp, and it's a light source. It makes it look kind of cool. So now I'm going to work on getting the room finished up, okay? We're going to work on the walls, going to work on the ceiling, make it look really nice, and then we're going to start this process, and it's going to be kind of fun. All right, I've worked on the room some more. Looks pretty good, I think. I like the way it looks here. I also dug out the tunnel a little bit. I haven't decorated this tunnel at all, but the idea will be that this will be an extra tunnel. We'll go down. This is the corner power room. That's what we're going to have here. Now these are the places where I'm going to put the garden cloche, and these are the 5 spots that we have: the diamonds, the compact or the crafter. You have the emeralds, the villager, and then you have the potatoes. So that system's going to be up there, so we can kind of see that and see the numbers. And then in here, we're going to have the power generation and power storage. So let me start to get some of this moved, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here's another little progress update for you on this room. Now, it's got these nice piping. It looks kind of cool. I went with the gray like we've been using the other rooms, but I kept this kind of tile for the room itself. Now, back here we have the garden cloches. They're working great. and this whole system is working fine going to diamonds. Now, obviously, I don't have anything else left to go here in the system yet. Now, what I plan on doing was I was going to have towers in this room with the Numismatic Dynamos. So I want to try to do something right in the center first. This will be our primary one. And I want to go up into an energy cell. Okay, so I have an energy cell. Let's go get that really quick, and I'll see if I can place it where I want it first. Okay, it's over here, and I have kind of been working in here looking around at stuff. And this is the energy cell that I've got. Okay, and it's got some power in it, which is good. Okay, and let's go put it where we want. Okay, flying around with the jetpack. It's kind of cool in most ways. So basically, if this is the... can I place the dirt right here? There we go. I want it to be right there. Right in the center. I just threw that out. Right there. Okay. Now we'll reconfigure it, but that's where I want the items to go to. Or sorry, not items. The power to go to for the system. And then from this will be kind of a conduit that goes out. So we're going to have to first, I want to see if I can upgrade this to the highest level possible. And those upgrades are these. I'll show you really quick here. These here. Now I've been able to make all of these, so I'm going to make all these now and go and upgrade them. One hardened kit, one reinforced, one signalium, and one resonant upgrade kit. Okay, before I upgrade, you can see this has 1000 RF per tick input and output with a maximum capacity of 2 million RF. Now I'm going to put each of these in sequence. Here we go. And that one, and that one. Okay, so now we can do 25,000 RF per tick out of here, and we have 50 million RF in this little battery energy cell. So that's really great. Now we're going to make up a little conduit going down here, and then we're going to have the Numismatic Dynamos pointing into that. And this will then be our, I guess, a power tower, if you will, and that'll power the rest of the system from here. Okay, I know it's ugly for the moment, but bear with me. We have the power lines going up into here, which is the battery cell, which I explained earlier. And we're going to have basically on the back here, I have to put one in, there we go, energy going out, which is feeding into these things so that they will work properly, okay? Now, we have to get the diamonds from here over to here, so I have a line running back down through, and it splits. Up here at the top, it goes down to this side, and one down to this side. Now, I will eventually cover this over with some conduit facades or something like that, so we're going to do that in a little bit. Now, I have a total of 6 of these already created, of these Numismatic Dynamos. I put 2 back at the other section where we're coming from because I was running out of power and I want to make sure I have power for my storage system. So I have created 10 of those, of the Dynamos, 10 of the different upgrade kits, and 10 of the augmented lapidary calibrations. So we're going to put those in really quick here, I hope. Should be pretty quick. We got to go on each of these. Have to do the 4, and then you have to basically take the wrench, make sure they face the right way. Like that. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so that one's facing the right way already. So the power should be already going out, and then these have to be set to the light gray channel inserting. Okay, that turns that off. There we go. On this side, same thing. Okay, now they're all ready to go, but they don't have any of the upgrades yet. So we'll do that here. Okay, now we'll do the upgrades, other upgrades here. Okay, and because they still aren't, let me go back in here. They aren't taking any diamonds in yet. We got to apply this here. And there we go. So these should be now accepting the diamonds from the system. Probably it's going to have to catch up here. And then we'll be going into our power system. Like this one's already got power coming in. You can see it's loading up. Takes a little bit of time, but there they go. So everything's looking pretty good. Okay, let me get the rest of this up and running. I want to get the other 6 that I have here, and then I will start on the next part of our power move. I've chosen this material for the conduit facade. I'm not sure if I like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue on working with this And in a second, we're going to do the move. It's time to work with a new mod here. We're going to work with this mod called Flux Networks. And what we're going to do is create basically a wireless RF system. And what I want to do right now is have a wireless system that's powering that system over there in our base, and put some sort of receiver here to power our tools that are here, so that I can then take my two little last dynamos and put them back into the array over there. Okay, that's the goal here, is to see if we can do this. Now, we're going to work with the Flux Network. What we need, first of all, is have the configurator. Okay, and you can see here it takes Obsidian, it takes Ender Pearls, but it takes a lot of these Flux cores. Okay, we're going to need these, which are Flux Plugs. These are for adding energy to the network. Okay, we want to add energy, and a flux point is where you remove energy. So this would be someplace where we're taking out of our battery system over on the other side. And this is where we're pulling it out from the wireless into the network over here where we are currently in the base, okay? So we're going to need some of those. We're going to need to have the controller. Where is the controller? There it is, the Flux Controller. You can see it takes a bunch of stuff there. But everything seems to take this Flux core, which takes Obsidian, which we're going to have to start to generate some Obsidian automatically. And Flux. Now, Flux is kind of a neat thing. I'm going to show you this really quick. To generate Flux, you have a lava pool, which I put down here, and what you do is, you can see I don't have any flux on me. If you throw out the redstone into lava, it keeps popping out until you pick it up, and that creates the flux, which is what you need for this whole system. It's as simple as that. Throw some in there, redstone, you get flux. Okay? So I'm going to work on right now making a quick obsidian generator, or maybe going and get some obsidian, and then we're going to start making this network. Okay, we're going to build these parts together. I put some obsidian here. First, let's make the Flux Configurator. We're going to need a bunch of these cores. We're going to need Eye of Enders. There we go. Okay, we're going to make a bunch of these. I'm going to make 20 of those for now. Let's throw it up here. Okay, here we go. We have the Flux Configurator. We need to have the Flux blocks here. So it's... I need more configurators. See that? Or more of the cores. Here we go. Okay, now we're going back to the blocks here. Okay, we have 5. And we're going to make the controller. There's the controller. Now, I really only need one right now, one plug and one point. And each of those takes a block, I believe. Okay, so let's make up more blocks. There we go. And we're going to make a plug. And we're going to make a flux point. And there it is. Okay, so we're all set. Let's go use these nice new tools. The first thing I'm going to use is the Flux Controller. It's kind of like the brain of the system. I'm going to put it right up here. I'm going to put it against the system we have up here. I can kind of see it still. We're going to access that now. Now, this is what you have to do to set it up. We're going to create a new network. This network is kind of like my network of what I want from my RF system. Okay, so right now it names it whatever. We can call it whatever we want. Let's name it something cool. Let's see, the Pirate Island Base. And you can kind of choose a color for it. Let's go with something kind of interesting here. Let's go with purple. Okay. And there we go. Now let's go back to the home section. We can select a network. And we're going to go in here. And we're going to click on the one we just made. And now we have it. And basically it's ready to go. This is the Flux Controller. It's purple. You can see everything's purple. And we can transfer 20,000 RF, I believe, per tick with this system. Now that the controller has been configured, we're going to do a shift and right click with the configurator, and it will copy the configuration. Okay. Now that we have that configuration, we can start to work with the other devices. Now what I want to do is, this is the Flux Plug. It's for adding energy to the network. Think of it as exporting energy out of your battery into like the wireless system. Okay. We're going to put this on top here. There it is. Now I'm going to disable this. We don't need that. Okay. Wow, it's not even disabled there. Interesting. Can I land on top of here? I can. Okay, so now that we see this here, we're going to select the network for it, and we're going to select the island base. There we go. Okay, now we can give this a name. Let's give this a name over here. What are we going to call this? Is it up here? It's up here. There we go. Let's call this the Power Center. Okay. And there we go. Now you can see, let's see where it is. We can see that it's all set up there, so we have that on our network. Now what I'm going to do, and there it is, you can see the input in the power center and what's going on. We're going to take this configurator and we're going to right click on it. Okay, and it pasted the configuration. It knows about my island network now. Isn't that cool? So it can basically take the power out of the system. Now let's go over here, and I'm going to go back over to the other system, and I'm going to show you some more how it works. Okay, I took a power cell out of here, the capacitor bank, so that I can show you what this is working with. See, I only have 1,145 of the RF in here. It's not much. It's not gaining power, has nothing into it that'll do anything. So now, with this plug, we're going to put a plug on here. Okay, it doesn't know anything yet. Nothing's changed. We're going to go in here, and we're going to take this configurator and just right-click. Okay, it pastes the configuration, and you can see this is pulling power, wirelessly getting power from the other system. Now we can go into it, and we can go into here, and we can name it. We'll call this is what we're going to use for the other system. We're going to call this the temp base power. Okay, and that's it. This is it. So you can see it's creating power. It's working great. So what I can do is I can take this out. I'm going to take this and put it back. And you can still see we got power, but this system that I have here is running low on power, right? So I'm going to go back here, and somewhere along this line, I can put it right here. It doesn't matter where I put it. And we will paste on it, and there we go. And now this capacitor bank is filling up from power from the other system. And this entire room now, look at that, going up. It's great. But this entire room will have power from our power center. Okay? Last thing to do, we can remove these now. Everything's good. We have power wherever we want it. So we'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of this one. And we're going to go put it over into the place, over into our system, and then we'll all be just about done. We're going to do that now. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Fly over to our power system. There should be 2 slots that are not configured yet. One right there, and one right there. Okay. Let me go get the wrench and things, and we're going to just finish this all up. I think the room is done. There it is. I changed out the facade blocks and everything for this laboratory block. So now it looks kind of like a mini computer power center type of thing. And that will work great for now as far as for power. Now I could go all the way up to the ceiling, and maybe I'll do that at some point. That probably would be a good idea. But it's not looking bad so far. This is kind of a great idea. This is the power core of the base. You can see it's kind of cool. Back here in the back wall, we have all the potatoes going up into here, potatoes going through the dude, going to emeralds, emeralds going over to here, going into diamonds, which are being transported out to here. Okay? And the power goes out. We added up top, we added the FX network, the Flux network, and I keep saying FX. The Flux network, and that system is going to power over into our main base. If you go over here, I don't corner very well. And if you go see in here, we've got this all the way back here. We're already full power over here. And this is receiving the power. So yeah, this system is working great. Part of the move is done. Now I got to do some cleanup, and I'll probably do some of this in a stream and some of the grindy work. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. I'm quite happy with this. How do you think? What do you think about it? Do you like it? Leave me a comment. Let me know. So that's all I have time for. That's it. The video's done. I'm going to start editing here in a few minutes and hopefully get this up late on Monday evening, okay? So if you like this video, please click that like button. I need those likes. If you have any comments, put them in the comment section. And subscriptions, I want to tell you, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, we are over 800 now. We have 804, I believe, last time I looked, subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. That's great. I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,000. If you are new here, please subscribe. It only takes a moment. And if you want to be notified of videos that I produce, please hit that little bell icon. Make sure you save, all notifications or whatever the option is. I can't remember. And you'll get those notifications when I post videos. All right. I should be streaming tomorrow, Tuesday, at 7 p.m. on Twitch. And then hopefully I'll get another video out midweek. Okay? So until then, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.